Good evening, good afternoon, and good morning, ladies and gentlemen, to Global Impromptu Speaking session number 200. 200th. Thank you so much. Let's clap for each other. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. For your patience, for your deliberation, for your consistency, for your intention to empower other people. As I always mention, in this session, we always speak minimum 1 minute, minimum for 1 minute, and maximum for 2 minutes, 30 seconds. And for the rest of the session, we all observe other people's opinion, listen to them, give them priority, give them respect, and make them feel good, make them feel elated. So for that also, I would like to thank you all. Really appreciate. Nowadays, nobody has time. Almost nobody has time to listen to other people's opinion, because we have questions and we have answers. We know life, but we are all in tension also. This is the philosophy we are living in right now. But anyways, we are going to resolve all these issues and make our life easy. Ladies and gentlemen, today our host is very special man, a man who I respect a lot. I learn a lot from him, and we have met many a times in person in Bollywood Toastmaster Club meetings and other Toastmaster meetings. And we have huge respect. We share respect with each other. Despite the matter, he is way, way, way younger than me. But but I learn from him, because we all learn from our younger people. Ladies and gentlemen, please, with a thunderous round of applause, welcome this gentleman, the man with inspirational stories. Today he is going to host our 200th session, Toastmaster Dr. Ajay. Sir, welcome. Thank you so much. Over to you, sir.
Thank you so much, DT Amjad, for that humble sort of an introduction. It's worthy of you, for you always say such kind words for everybody. Okay, we are on a very, very beautiful milestone meeting, which is the 200th meeting. I had the good fortune of hosting the 100th meeting, and today I have the good fortune of hosting the 200th meeting. Before we start the meeting, I have a few ground rules, which usually we don't follow in global impromptu sessions, but I would like to do this a little differently. Okay. First of all, we all know that today's theme is, of course, storytelling. So the topics are going to be very easy, very simple, just right across board from life, nothing very specific like our team Umar would throw at you, but simple topics. I have decided to have a fixed number of topics, no less, no more. I have 21 topics today. So if there are less, somebody will get a second topic. If there are more, I will have to excuse them to the next session. So I'm very particular. I'm not going to take more or less than 21 topics. That's number one. Number two, please use the word of the day. The word of the day is chronology. It will appear on the screen because I am going to conduct this session with a PowerPoint on the background. So you will have the topic and the word of the day reflecting. That would be easy. Don't ask me the topic again. I will not repeat it. Third and most important, since we are trying to time ourselves, there is no timer. So it becomes important that everybody gets a chance to get that. I am going to interrupt any speaker who speaks more than 3 minutes. I'm giving that flexibility of 30 seconds, but if somebody goes overboard with 3 seconds, I'm going to interrupt that speaker. I hope that's clear, and please don't mind it, so that everybody gets a chance, right? I know I'm sounding very stiff like a principal, but well, that's the way it is. Okay, getting on to the theme. Okay, one more thing, ground. There is a trivia at the end of the session, so don't leave. There is a trivia, just one trivia, but I'm sure you're going to enjoy it. Try if you want to participate in that trivia. Let me get on to the session very quickly. We're already 9 minutes up from the session. And let me, as the theme is storytelling, let me start telling you a story about a young man who has been gone through various aspects of life, tough times in his youth, going for greener pastures, trying to see and establish himself, came down to Dubai in search of that particular opportunity, I must say. and worked hard like anybody would, achieved success in his own rights. But there was something always which was what he desired. And that probably was an art to communicate better. So there he landed on this Toastmasters beautiful forum. And believe you me, has that individual done wonders on that forum? Absolutely. Broken all types of records in the Toastmasters fraternity, be it the number of meetings in a year, be it the number of triple crowns, be the quickest DTM, and the number of clubs and the number of areas that individual has represented. The passion, absolutely the passion for communication and Toastmasters is reflected in what the gentleman is today. And what that gentleman has done over the last 66 weeks for all of us. I'm talking none other than this beautiful person who has given us this forum and conducting the 200 meeting without fail, even a single day. In between, he was sick for a couple of days. Apart from that, be it a Friday, be it Eid, be it a holiday, be it time with family, he would ensure that he logs in and we enjoy this forum. It really reflects the amount of dedication this individual has. And I think he deserves rightfully a big applause on this forum. It is none other than the host or the person who conducted this platform is DTM Amjad Ali. A big round of applause for him first. After that, we immediately go bang on. Yeah, we don't wait for anything. And we just go into, I have to just write down the names as they appear. Okay. Just to repeat, I have already 21 names, including me. But being the host, I'm not going to take a topic today. That's my privilege. So I'm going to allow 21 participants to speak. Okay. So I have already 21 participants, and I am not going to probably entertain anymore unless the okay, let's get started. I'm going to start the screen sharing, and I'm going to call on first the person who entered the room first, Arshad. Are you ready for the topic? The first topic. Now,
Yes,
this
sir,
is storytelling. Feel free, be creative, have fun. This forum is for fun. Okay, so let's enjoy the evening. And I'm going to start sharing my screen. Okay, let me see. I'll share. I hope you can all see the screen. Okay, can you see the screen, Arshad?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
It's visible.
fantastic. All those who cannot see, please let me know so that I can read out the topic. If you are logged in from a computer, it will be easier to see the screen. So Arshad, let me start with your topic first. The first topic for you, very simple. Go ahead. This is your topic. Alone at home. Is it fun or fear? Alone at home. Fun or fear? Over to you.
It's indeed a lot of fun because I live opposite to a cemetery that's 167 years old. My dad once said, the people who lives opposite the cemetery are more dangerous than the people who rest in peace inside the graves. So I happened to one day, my father, my mother, my brother, and my sister happened to go to Kandy for a different district in my country for a wedding. And I thought this night I should attempt to go to the cemetery. So I jumped from home, I locked the house, I took the key with me, and I walked into the cemetery. As I walked into the cemetery, it was a very well-maintained cemetery. Now, I'm all alone at home. The key is with me. I walk into the cemetery, and then I see something white, something misty. Then I thought, that's not the right time. I just should run home. Being a normal human being, I was very scared. So I was remembering where I kept the keys based on the chronological activities that happened back in the time. So I was connecting all the dots, and I dropped the key near a graveyard, which was about 15 years old. I ran back to the graveyard. The key was not there. What do I do now? I just went to the gate. inside at gate, and I just jumped over the fence and I stayed near the entrance until the next day. I can't tell my mother that I went to the cemetery. I'll get whacked. The whole night I had to stay there, and at 3 a.m. my parents returned home. And that was a lot of fear because my mother hates when things are lost. And I can't tell her her son went inside to the neighboring cemetery and lost the key. She will whack me. And I've had so many amazing experiences of getting whacked for losing things. And with that note, my fun-filled experience at the cemetery became a fearful, dreadful one when the actual, I wouldn't call the ghost, but the dreadful character of my life, when my mom walked into the house with my father. She asked where the key was, and I said, I missed the key. She asked, where did you lose? And she tried to become Sherlock Holmes' friends. And there's a point when your mother knows when you're lying. I was looking down and saying, I went to the cinema. I was looking down and said, I just went to the shop and I dropped it. Where did you drop it? The questions were going on and on and on. That is when I noticed it's good to stay with family members because I lost the key, and then that part was okay, but getting caught to my mom was the most challenging aspect. To date, whenever I lose something, I just go back to the past and remember those amazing days where I got whacked from my mom for losing things. Over to you, Table Topics Master.
Wonderful, Arshad. Good skills at storytelling. I like that. That's the way it's going to go ahead. And I would love everybody to use that particular style of talking where you create a story. Okay, quickly moving to the second speaker. Okay, the second speaker is none other than our own DTM Amjad. I'm going to take in order of your arrival. Amjad ji, are you there?
Yes, sir, I'm here.
Okay, Amjad ji, your topic is the next one. My first act of kindness. Create a story around this. My first act of kindness. Over to you, Amjad.
Thank you so much, Mr. Topics Master. My first act of kindness. Is it talking nicely to you or feeding somebody? Not at all. I don't think I can justify being kind to you if I'm not kind to myself, isn't it? Because I will give you what I have. If I'm not kind to myself, I don't think I can be kind to you. I can do a good acting, but I don't think I'll be a real hero in that story. And the first act of kindness was to myself, that I accepted myself the way I was, the way I am. I have mentioned many a times when I was growing and I was crossing my teenage, I wanted to become a model. And I did not have my portfolio. I did not have money to create my portfolio or make my portfolio or afford my portfolio. But later I realized, Amjad, you are not a modeling material. You don't have such figure, you don't have such height, you don't have such cuts, a face cuts, you can say. So don't dream, do something else where you can get success. So that was a kind act of kindness to myself, that I realized myself who I am. Then later, when I diverted my shift, diverted my route, and I really became successful. I became somebody who is technically strong, who is a quick learner in graphic designing, then technical field, got into sales, then became a businessman, traveled around the world. Because there you don't need to have a face cut. If you have money, you can afford, you can go. People will, it's not about people's acceptance, it's about your affordability. So that was the first act of kindness to myself. Then when I gave myself this a favor, then I know that it's easy to give it to other people. I share it to other people. That's the reason if you somewhere feel Amjad is a kind person, he respects elders, he respects teachers, it's just because of that favor I gave it to myself, because I ooze out only what I have in ladies and gentlemen. I would appreciate if you can give yourself such favor, being kind to yourself. And first act of kindness was to myself, and now is spreading everywhere around the world. This is my story, and this is the successful story, and this is the real story. I would love to hear your story. Back to you, sir.
Thank you so much. Indeed. If you're not kind to yourself, I don't think you can be kind to anyone. I do agree to that to a great extent. Fantastic, as usual, DT Amjad. Lovely. Let me call on to the third speaker. The third speaker is Toastmaster Savita. Are you there?
Yes,
Unfortunately, I'm not. Yeah, okay, fine. I'm not seeing the whole screen. Okay, your topic is this. A journey by train, some memories. A journey by train. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Table Topic Master, and my greetings to everyone present here. There was a little girl, about 11-year-old, and her name was Baby. Everybody in the family used to call her by that name. She has 4 brothers, and all elders in the family because she was youngest. And first train journey when she had was with whole family, all lots of cousins going to Jammu, that is a state in India. First train journey was so interesting for that girl that today also she cannot forget. The movement in the train, the hush hush of getting into the train and eating that platform for the tea in that matka, with all family members just talking, enjoying, fun, singing, and cracking jokes, climbing on that upper berth and getting down. At that age, it was really fun. That first journey with the family to Jammu and visiting Vaishno Devi temple, which is a very famous temple in northern India, that girl cannot forget. Yes, that was very memorable train journey, which was the first time I traveled at that age. Thank you. Back to you, Table Topic Master.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. Indeed, interesting. I know everybody has some beautiful memories from train journeys, which we hardly do nowadays. So take the opportunity to do it once in a while. Okay, let me call on the next person in my list. It's Toastmaster Umar. Toastmaster Umar, are you there?
I am not there.
Okay, good. I'm not able to see the whole screen because of the PowerPoint. So excuse me for that. And
Okay,
I
just one thing. There's letters are coming. I think A came, then M, then J.
yeah, that's where you can see the first alphabet, right? Anyway, just follow the topics, and again to repeat for all those who came in late. I have today just 21 topics, no less, no more. I see that there are more than 21 people. So those who came in late will have to excuse me for the next opportunity. I will not be able to accommodate them today. But anyway, I will try should somebody drop in. So stay on and have fun. Listen to a lot of beautiful speakers here today. Okay, Umar, your topic. A day at the cinema. Over to you, Umar.
A day at cinema. It has been quite some time. When I came to Saudi Arabia in 2013, I thought there will be cinemas and I can go and watch movies, But then I came to know there are no cinemas in Saudi Arabia. It is banned. You cannot watch any movie and don't have that cinematic experience. But after a few years, finally in 2019, cinemas opened up. And flocks of people flow into the cinemas and enjoy that movie experience. It was one of the, what you can say, a modernization experience to independence, like freedom experience for the Saudis to get enjoy those movies and all the expatriates that are staying there. Because of that, I have watched a lot of movies with my friends over the years, last 2 years, you can say. Just 2 days back, I watched one of the movies that I wanted to watch, The Malignant. It's a horror movie. Thursday night, I booked ticket in the afternoon for my two friends also. Don't ask me how much I have to push them. Oh, they are all scared of horror movies. You are asking us to watch a movie at 11 p.m. late night on Thursday and for almost 2 hours, and you are saying you have to watch a horror movie with me. So, but I said there were no issues. There will be a lot of people around us also, and no issues at all. It will not be that much scary. Somehow I convinced them. Then we went into the cinema, Mall of Deran, in the movie cinema, and the movie started. My left side is one of my friends. On the right side is one of my friends also. All of a sudden, some jump scare comes out. They're jumping out of the seat, and those scares. Sometimes there are, you can say, a shocking moment is coming. Oh, somebody is cutting the hand or anything. So all the bloody things that can come in a slasher movie or a zombie movie. Overall, they were scared to death, and sometimes they were closing the eyes like this. I was saying, what kind of people are these? They are just getting scared away. They're looking at me. One of my friends is saying, Umar, let me go to the washroom and come back. You are in the middle of a horror scene. You are saying that I have to go. Okay, you can go after that. So, but it was one of the memorable moments of this year, because it's one of the finest movies that I have watched in this year as a horror movie, and I recommend everybody to watch it. It was such are the memories that you have with the friends that last for a long time. Over to you, Taylor Topic Master.
Good, great. You were just, I was about to interrupt you because you were at 2 minutes 50 seconds. Okay. Anyway, you exceeded a table topics time, but it was an interesting story. And I said day at the cinema, but you turned it into a night at the cinema. No worries, that was good. Okay. The next one is, I think it's Gavalier Bhavna. Bhavna is here.
Yes.
Yes, Bhavna. Beautiful. Good to see you. Okay, your topic. Let me click it. You can see the screen. If not, tell me. Oh, perfect for you. Bhavna, look at this. This is coincidence. The day I failed in an exam or a test. A story related to that. Over to you, Bhavna.
Okay, thank you. The day I failed in an exam or test. Oh my gosh. I have actually never failed in an exam or test, but I've gotten lower marks than expected. There was once, I think, in the 5th grade, just the last year. It was online exams only. So I had a lot of expectations. I was thinking I'll get 29, I'll get 30, I'll get full marks. Then suddenly our results came. I was literally shivering. I was thinking, oh my God, what if I don't get my marks? What if I don't get my marks? Then I got my results. I started crying, bawling my eyes out. The only exam that was okay for me was English and moral science. And all the other ones I'd gotten lower than expected. I think pretty low. I don't know, like out of 30 was the marks. I'd gotten like below 20 or something, all of them. So I was really stressed out when mom comes home. She's going to ask my marks, what's going to happen. And I was really stressed out. And then I ended up telling her, and I started crying while telling her. She was saying, why are you crying? Why are you crying? So it was a traumatic experience. I never want to do that again. I'm going to prepare this year for my exams. And I hope I'll get my expectation marks. I'm going to keep it low, but I'm going to hope I get
Wonderful, Bhavna. Typical thing, we have all gone through this, whether mamas will come and say something. And I like that you use the word traumatic. Very nice. It's a nice word to use in the context of this, actually. And 20 out of 30 is not bad at all. Trust me, we never achieved that in our life, school life. Okay, let me quickly move on. Just to remind, the word of the day is being displayed, and unfortunately, the 5 speakers have not used it so far. Let me go on to the 6th one. I hope he will use it. Okay, the 6th speaker for my list is Pawan. Pawan, are you there? Toastmaster Pawan.
Yes, table topic, Master.
Just a minute. Okay, great. I can see you now. Yeah, try your topic for today. Second love.
Oh my God.
Not first love, second love. Over to you, Toastmaster Pawan.
Yeah. Thank you so much for giving this beautiful topic, Master. My first love was definitely with my mom, and my second love was definitely with my wife. And let me tell you, we were staying into the same locality, and our fathers were good friends. We grew together, and we were never aware that one day we would get married. And suddenly, there was a time when my whole family was looking for me, the bride for me. And then there was a person who was common to my both, her father and my father. He came one day and he offered that, Mr. Anand wants that, her daughter should be married with me. It was an astonishment to me. I had not thought in my wildest dreams that I would ever get married with a girl who I had seen all those years. But yes, then I said yes. And as per, Indian culture, in Hindu mythology, there are gunas which match. And of course, it was so coincident that this all matched and we got. And I'm grateful to God that it has been 22 years now. And I don't think that in last 22 years, uh, there has been a day when we have fought ever. So it has been a tremendous journey. I'm very, very proud of my wife. She has been a great support to me all these 22 years. And I feel that, my second love is very successful and it is going to be in the rest of my life. Thank you so much.
Wonderful, Toastmaster Pawan. That's a really nice story, absolutely personal, sort of a connect with that. And I do agree, 22 years is a beautiful time you spent and you're happy and no fights. Well, I'll talk about it sometime later, not on this forum. Okay. Let me get on. No, my pleasure. Get on to the next speaker. The next speaker on my list is Sherman. Sherman, are you there?
Yes, son.
Okay, yeah, Sherman. Your topic. Okay, let me get it. Your topic is, wow, going to school, a joy or pain? Over to you, Toastmaster Sherman.
Going to school is joy. Is a topic master and global influence. And those are the good old days, I can say. We have to walk all the distance from home to the school, about more than 1.5 kilometers. And while we are walking to the school, we are having fun. We are eating things from the boutiques and also having, what do you call this, doing some mischievous things to the girls. And also, and after going to school, also tough masters I got, actually, I can say. And they were not like these days. They were giving punishments, public caning, and a lot of things. I also had sometimes. And we, in our school days, we had 2 sessions, the morning session and the afternoon session. So afternoon session start after lunch. So after lunch, you can play any game or with sweating and everything. We are coming to the classes. And again, we get punishments from the school masters or the class teachers. And also you have to, from Sri Lanka, and we have to, the mother tongue was Sinhala. We have to recite poems in Sinhala poems. It's very difficult. And English poems somehow we can manage. But if you can't recite your Sinhala poems, also you get punishments, the number of punishments you get. And after school also, after closing the school 3 o'clock, and also you can play till your parents come to school. So a lot of good things. And during the school days, after coming from school, home, also you can play with your friends, and we are just put aside the books and everything and having fun. And till the time comes, late evenings, we play card games or the caroms or any other things. And it's wonderful things. It's good to have a memory like school days. Over to you, Mr. Topic Master.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Aman. I know going to school for some was a pain. I know. I remember sometimes in my school when in Delhi, especially the winters, it was a real pain getting up at 5:30 or 6 in the morning in that cold weather was a pain, trust me. But anyway, when you're back into the school, it's fun, no doubt. Okay, let me get to the next speaker on my list is Dinesh. Dinesh, are you here? Dinesh. Is he here? No, Dinesh. Dinesh was here. Unless he has left, and I'm not aware.
He isn't here.
Okay, he isn't here. Fair enough. I'm not able to solve. I'll just scratch this out, and instead I will call Deepa. Okay, Deepa, you're here. I can see you.
Yeah.
Over to you, Toastmaster Deepa, and your topic. Let's see what it is. Love of my life and why. Love of my life and why. Over to you, Toastmaster Deepa.
If you ask me who I love the most, I'm going to tell it's my mom. But I never told that it was my mom before. It used to be my dad before. When I was a kid, it was he who I resembled. I still do. And he was the sweetest person. He was making the connection with me. He was not the strict person. My mom always was. I would get scared of her all the time. But underneath all of that anger or all that strictness, I knew what was lying, but I didn't realize it until very late. You see, my father is a man of affection, external affection, but he doesn't do it in action. But my mom is somebody who is the action person. She does it through her action. She shows her love through action. And she'll never hug you. I mean, she'll never hug me or she'll never kiss me. But I know she loves me, and that I realized quite late. And I do share so many qualities with her, and that made me even closer as I grew. So definitely it's my mother who's my love of my life. Who is yours? Who is that person who you think you unconditionally love, who has taken up the biggest chunk of your heart, who stays there? No matter where you are, whether you're in a different place, she whispers to you. She instructs you things. You know, my mom has this annoying habit of telling me what to wear, what not to wear. When I go to a shopping mall and I pick something, I think about, oh, will my mom approve that? It just has to whisper back. So that said, it's my mom, and I'm sure everybody has that one single voice which dominates your heart. And who is that? That is your love of your life. Over to topics, Master.
Wonderful, Deepa. That is so true. I think many of us have our mothers as the love of our life. And I love my mother because I love the way she used to sing. I am a good, big lover of music, and we had that which really linked us together. Okay, let me go on to the next speaker. Okay. Our Catwoman, as Umar calls her, Toastmaster Sunita. Are you there?
Yes, yes.
Okay, Sunita. Let me get your topic. Very simple, okay? Any case, all of them are. Your topic. One thing I miss most, not the person, one thing I missed most. Over to you.
Good evening, Global Impromptu family members, and good evening, Toastmaster Ajay. One thing I miss most, yes, when Savita was talking today, I started thinking about my childhood, my train journeys, and I wished I got that topic because I just realized it's been so many years since I traveled by train, not because we don't want to. It's just that, we go for a short, limited time, and because time is of essence, you prefer to fly. And these days, flights are cheap. So the cost factor, when we were small, we used to travel to Kerala every holiday from Mumbai. And it used to be a 3-day journey. And the amount of fun, and it's all the cousins together. We would all be going to visit our grandparents, and all of us used to go together. And to come to think of it, it used to be the height of summer, and we would pass through Andhra Pradesh. You would go through Renigunta and Kadapa, and those places are terrible. I can't imagine why we enjoyed that trip, because the heat used to be killing, and the amount, and that time we had steam engines. So those, if you look out of the window, you had cold flying into your eyes. And when you reached Kerala, if you scratch your head, you would get black color things under your nail. And you would feel like you were in the train for the next 2 days. That momentum would continue even after you got out of the train. But the fun, like Savita said, the food, the packed food, the idlis which we would take in a big tiffin carrier, the curd rice, which was so tasty. The same thing when it was served at home didn't taste so good. So these are the things. I tried it when my children were younger. I tried taking them by train just to show them how it was. But the toilets were bad. They were not willing to use the toilets. So it was so difficult. On the whole, it became a very troublesome, tiring. Just wanted to reach the destination. So these are things, of the childhood that I really, really miss. The train journeys I really miss. Over to you, table topic.
Wonderful, Sunita. You brought back flashback for me as well, especially the coal in your hair, the small, you just clean the hair and you'll get all the coal, and your face will be like half burnt. Anyway, fantastic memories. We do miss that, those journeys. Okay, let me go to the next speaker, Toastmaster Teja. I don't see him. Is he there? If you can, somebody can check and let me know. Teja, he had signed in, but I didn't see him. Toastmaster Teja.
No,
No,
he's
okay.
not.
Then we have Toastmaster Jackie. Is the Toastmaster there? Toastmaster Jackie, are you there?
Yes.
Yes, I'm present, please.
Okay, if you could kindly put on a video so I could see you, if that's possible.
One moment, please.
Yes, sure. Wonderful. I do see you now. So, Toastmaster Jackie, your topic for today, the theme is storytelling. So enjoy telling us a wonderful story around this topic. Over to you. This is your topic. Best friend and why? Toastmaster Jackie, best friend and why?
Fellow Toastmasters and guests, could you believe that my best friend is my husband, David? We actually got married 2 years ago. He's my best friend, and one of the reasons for this is that he sacrificed everything for me. We met 4 years ago, and when we got married, he gave up his home. He's a farmer. We were living in the Caribbean island of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and he gave up his lands. He gave up farming, his passion, to start his new life with me. We share almost everything. I know that he's not a perfect person, but one of the greatest traits that I admire about him is that we are able to communicate. And actually, could you believe that when he met me, he actually joined Toastmasters? The reason being, he felt and he saw my passion for Toastmasters. So he became a Toastmaster in my club, which I'm now the president of Imperial Champions Toastmasters Club. And we enjoy communicating as Toastmasters. What not a better friend to have than your husband as a Toastmaster? Mr. Table Topics Master.
Wonderful. Indeed. A very good story, and true personal stories are always so beautiful to hear. Interesting. Okay, great. Let's go to the next speaker, Toastmaster Naveed. Naveed, are you here? Toastmaster Naveed, are you here?
Yes, sir. Am I audible now?
Yeah, you're audible and visible. Okay, your topic. Let's get it quickly. Can you read this on the screen? A dress I love to wear and why? Over to you, Naveed.
Thank you very much, Ajay sir, and people around the world. I hope you all are fine. My topic for today is a dress I love to wear and why. Well, lots of time I have shared my companies or professional life experiences, and this time is the same as always. In my previous company, there was not any dress code policy. So many people, maybe I can say all 90% of the people wear shalwar kameez. You might be knowing the name. And in professional life, well, we wear normally pant, shirt, coat, tie, etc. But at that company, people used to wear, and they love to wear the shalwar kameez. So I was in my childhood till today, I'm wearing shalwar kameez. So I wear shalwar kameez at that time, most of the time, because it was an opportunity for me. Before that, I was studying at university, so there was a strict code of dress code. So we used to wear tie as well, and there even there was a person responsible for looking after us, that we are wearing the tie or not, we are wearing the ID card or not. So it was that much strict. So when I joined that company, and it was that opportunity for me. So I think it was this thing. So thank you very much, sir.
Wonderful. Yes, there are some dresses which connect us back, and those remain with us, and those are the dresses we love to wear. You know what dress I love to wear? The one which I wear the most frequently, and that is the most comfortable. That's why I wear it. I love to wear that. I usually don't wear a new one. So the one which I feel most comfortable. Anyway, that's great. And let's get on to the next speaker. I don't know whether Toastmaster Udinur is here. Anybody can help me with that? Udinur, Toastmaster Udinur, are you around? He had joined, I know, but I don't see him here.
Oh, I think he's not here.
Okay, fine. So let me quickly go down to the next speaker. Udinur is not here. Gavalier Jatin, are you there? Jatin?
Yes, sir. Can you see me?
Let me try to see you first. Where are you?
No,
I can't.
I can see a vampire.
I can't see you, Jatin. So you have to put on your video.
What are my videos on?
Yellow.
Are you on now?
Yes, sir.
Just 1 second. Yes, now I can see you. Great. Your topic for today. Lesson learned the hard way. A lesson you learned the hard way. Over to you, Cavalier Jatin.
Okay. So good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to the family, to the global impromptu family members. So the lesson learned the hard way, and I have learned a lot of stuff in the hard way, but then I can tell you one is that never take shortcuts in your life. And one more thing is that if you cheat, you will never get ahead. So if you take it as an example, is that once I told to my parents that I will make something, or like I would make digital art or editing. So the thing is that I was too lazy to do. I was like not focused on the thing what I had to do. The thing what my parents told that not to watch TV and do whatever you want to do except for the TV or some entertainment. So I didn't listen to my parents, and I was just keep on watching the TV. But then the one thing what my parents said that in 10 minutes I'll be coming home. Show me what you have done. So the thing is that I panicked and I immediately off the TV, and I started doing some editing. But then the thing is that I always take 10 to 15 minutes for getting an idea. So the thing what I did is that I checked online and took an idea, say for a dragon or maybe something like that. So I did that, and then I just copied from Google and then kept it. Then later on, my parents came and they saw. They were impressed. But then the thing is that there was a watermark, means who made it. So my parents kept on asking me, who did he make this and why is the name like that? So I kept on panicking and panicking. So I didn't tell the truth. After 1 week, I told the truth. So they were happy that I told the truth, but also were angry. So the thing what I learned is that never cheat. And if you cheat, you will never come over it, or maybe you won't. When you get the opportunity, you can't participate to it because you don't know how to do it. So that's why never cheat and never take shortcuts in your life. Thank you, and over to you.
Wonderful. Yes, these are lessons. Sometimes you realize it later in life, but yes, they are learned the hard way. No doubt. Very good attempt, Cavalier Jatin. Let me quickly move on to the next speaker. I have Rahul. Rahul, are you there? Toastmaster Rahul. Do I see Rahul anywhere? He's signing on left, maybe. Don't see him there. Anyway, so we'll quickly move on to the next. Toastmaster Jigar. Jigar Parikh, I think. Are you there, Toastmaster Jigar?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great, Jigar. The topic for you is I would do this again and again. I would do this again and again. Over to you, Jigar.
A very good evening to everyone. It was my second meet in Toastmasters after I became a member, and there were elections for the associate roles of the XCOM. I was very new to the club, as I had mentioned. It was just my second meet, and there were roles for various positions like sergeant at arms, like the treasurer, and many of those I had heard the name for the very first time. But there was something inside me which wanted me to take up that role. So when the first role was declared, that was the role of vice president education, I didn't know anything, but I went on the stage and I said that I'll try and I'll give my best for this role. Well, the result was I was not selected because no one of the people were knowing me, and there were good candidates against me. So I went again. I sat on the seat again, and when the second role came, I went again to take the role for the treasurer. Well, the result was same. I was not elected. The third position was the role of sergeant at arms, and the result was same. I was not elected. So after that meet got over, people came and people appreciated me for the efforts, and they said that you were not selected because people do not know you. They do not know how you work, and there were people against you, which people know, and they are doing good. Well, 6 months after then, I was selected as the vice president public relation in my club with majority of voting. And after that, after 6 months, I was elected as the president of my club. So there is one thing which I got to know and I got to learn from it, that there is a credibility which is required before you prove your point. And I learned this thing by the hard way, that first make that credibility, give it to the club, and then you will get it back. So this is short story which I had done, and that is what I had shared. Thank you so much, and back to you, Toastmaster Ajay sir.
Thank you so much, lovely Jigar. Yes, it requires effort to reach where you want to reach, no doubt about it. Okay, next speaker. We are a little behind schedule, so I'm going to rush it a little bit because I have 21 people to attend. Not more, not less. Remember, not more, not less. Okay, we have next speaker, Jaya. Jaya, are you there? Jaya Raghuvanshi, are you there? Jaya, I can't see. Is she there or she left?
Yes, left, I think.
Okay, so let's move on to the next speaker. Next speaker with me is Kumudu. Kumudu, are you there?
Yes, I'm there.
Okay, I can see you now. That's great. So, Kumudu, your topic is most awkward moment. Most awkward moment. Over to you, Toastmaster Kumudu.
Good evening, my dear friends, and thank you very much, Topic Master, Toastmaster Ajay. The incident, everyone has to face so many incidents, but most awkward moment is special. In my life, I have faced, I would like to share one incident. It was at the supermarket. We were in the queue, in the hurry to pay with the cashier. Some lady came fast and she was not obey to the that disciplinary, and she was trying to bypass the queue and just move to the she tried to move to the first in the front. So some people it ignored, but I was bit of nervous, bit of annoyed, and I shouted, there is a queue, you have to be disciplined in the supermarket. And at that moment, later I realized that after the story that she told me, because I was hurried, I want to, my mother was ill and I want to go to see her soon with this food. That's why I try to do it. I'm sorry. And I'm sorry, she told me that twice. At that moment, I was shocked in myself, and I thought that I shouldn't have that moment. I should have to do a pause and control myself, my mouth, and ask that without shouting. I had to ask in a manner that with the disciplinary and respect to the her and everyone. Over to you.
Lovely, wonderful. Thank you so much, Kumudu. Let me get on to the next speaker, Toastmaster Naveen. Toastmaster Naveen, are you there? Toastmaster Naveen.
I think he has left.
Naveen has left. Okay. Toastmaster Geeta. Toastmaster Geeta Kashyap, are you there?
No, she's not there.
She has also left.
Toastmaster Geeta has left. Then I have a new person, Toastmaster Martin. Are you there, Toastmaster Martin?
Yes, I'm here.
Oh, let me see, where are you? I can't see you. Where are you? Okay, I do see you now. Oh, okay, you are the one from Mexico. Welcome, sir. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, your topic for today, give us a good story, and your topic is proudest moment of my life. Toastmaster Martin.
To remember is to live again. Mr. Topics Masters, fellow Toastmasters, and guests, the proudest moment of my life when I was the opportunity to translate the speech of the Pope Jean Paul II. Of course, I was not a side translator that they translate at the same time while they are speaking. It was just the written speeches of the Pope. They were given to the journalists, and that I think that is one of the proudest moments of my life, because I knew the speech before everyone, before the priest and before all the people, and because I knew what he was going to say. For example, we were in Toronto, and it rained, and he changed that side of the story or the speech when he said, "Oh, you are receiving your second baptism," or after, because it takes few hours to all the meeting, the sun came, and he said, "Oh, now the sun is coming," and all that. So he tried to make some jokes, but I really enjoyed being there, and I'm proud to be there, because I helped many people to be there, because they are thousands of people who is in that kind of meetings that it was the World Youth Day. There were some people that they didn't have space to be there. And of course, I was going to help them. It's one of other things that I must be proud to help people. And they told me, "Martin," because I was at the main office or main building, they told me, "We don't have that ticket. It doesn't arrive." "Oh, I will going to help you." And I look at all that, and fortunately, I could help them to be there in that moment. So they go from Mexico and also from France. I could help them to be there. I think that helping to translate and helping other peoples to be there in other culture, doing different things, is one of my proudest moments of my life. And you might have many, many moments, but we must take advantage of what we do. And if we can help other people, I think that we can be proud of helping other people. So let's do it. Back to you.
Wonderful. That's really true. And that is a real privilege if you manage to do the interpretation for the Pope. Wow, very few have that opportunity. Fantastic. Let me get on to the next person in queue is Toastmaster Dinisha. Toastmaster Dinisha, are you there? I see you, but I can't hear you. Are you there, Dinisha?
Yes.
Okay, now I can hear you now. Your topic for today: road trip gone wrong. A road trip with problems, okay? A road trip with problems. Over to you, Dinisha.
Thank you. Good evening to you all, Global Impromptu family members. Road trip is one of my favorite habits. I used to go many places. Sometimes I'm very I'm not wanted to get down, because if I don't know those areas, usually I go with my
son. He is a young adult. Last March, I wanted to test a new road. So once I come from my hometown, far away from Colombo, I got a very long way to come here. I went into the up country and then turned to the Colombo side. So I had to cross some places where I had never been. So I tried those roads, and that road, if I knew if I'm going to take that road, I am sure that I do not wanted to try that. The road was under construction, and if I take the expressway, it takes only 2.5 hours to come to Colombo. So on that day, I had more than 12 hours to come to Colombo. I started at 6 o'clock at my hometown and I reached Colombo by about 7 o'clock. The road was very, it's totally dangerous to go. Some are gravel roads, some have metals, many pits and everything, very narrow roads. And anyhow, I managed to come before before late night. And actually on that way, I enjoyed the trip. How I wanted to see the countryside, which are very what you call it there, which are not urbanized or but whatever the things happen because of the man-made culture. So even though it took very long and it was hard, but once I reached home, I loved that road. Even though the trip gone in the wrong way, I love it. Over to you, Toastmaster Ajay.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Dinesha. I was about to interrupt you because you just overstepped 3 minutes. Anyway, okay. Let me quickly go on to the next speaker. Toastmaster Prashant, are you there? Prashant?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, let me see where you are. Let me locate you. Your video is, yeah, there I see you. Prashant, your topic for today, storytelling. Go ahead. Opportunity I missed. Opportunity I missed. Toastmaster Prashant.
So thank you, Ajay sir, for such a nice topic for opportunity I missed. So in each of us facing through various stage in their career. So I was also have to face the same challenges in my career as well. So if we talk about the opportunity which I missed a lot. So actually I belongs to very small village of Bihar. So the courage to do something new, that's the one thing where just is always missing me. So I want to become an entrepreneur so far. And even I got the opportunity, I work hard for my startup, but due to I think maybe the communication skills and the business skill, I not able to get get the funding for the same. But at the same time, I learned a lot from those misses. Due to that, once I got my startup, I opened my startup for the business consulting. And I have a very unique idea to how, in that time, e-commerce was booming in India. So, and at the lots of a small vendor is having the problem to get online at the same time. And I found basically there are lots of e-commerce like Flipkart and Amazon was there. But for the small scalers are not able to sell their product on their platform because there are lots of regulatories are there and they are not used to that time. So I want to create an ecosystem at that time, how to serve those customers and make those e-commerce accessible for those team. So I tried a lot with my expertise in that domain, but due to lack of communication skills, because I'm pure techie guy, so I know how to solve the problem at the same time, but from the business personality somehow I miss. So that's the opportunity, that's the thing I miss a lot. But from that miss, I learned a lot. When I back to my job. So whatever I missed at that in my entrepreneurship, so I applied in same thing in my organization, and we in a very short span of time, each year I got the kind of increment in each and every year. From that time when I just got back to the job, so somehow I missed the opportunity to become entrepreneur, but at the same time I learned a lot and applying in my job. So that's why I'm feeling at least successful in my job career. Over to you, as I said. Thank you.
Fantastic. Yes, sometimes we feel we missed the opportunity, but then probably that's what was destined sometimes. Great. Let's quickly move on to the next speaker. I don't know whether that person is Toastmaster Vamsi. Are you here? Vamsi. I don't know whether let me just check.
No, she's not there.
It is there. Toastmaster Vamsi, I see on the participant list.
Toastmaster Vamsi, are you there?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Let me see if your video is on.
Yeah, just a second.
Yes, please. Are you put on the video, Toastmaster Vamsi? I did see you now. Okay, fine. I can see you now. Great. Your topic for today is memorable celebration. Simple, very simple. Go ahead. Tell me a story about memorable celebration.
Memorable celebration. What should I say about this topic? I just had one few minutes back. You want to know? We bought an international speaker to our club to give a beautiful session of how to contest elections. Don't you think such kind of event is memorable? Memorable celebration. Despite the hectic schedule, today I made lunch and my parents were very happy. I cooked them a wonderful and their favorite items. Isn't that a memorable celebration? Every moment we cherish in our life is a memorable celebration. A lot of situations happening in this world. Anything can happen at any point of time. Don't you think we should celebrate each and every moment and enjoy our life fully? Isn't it the thing the humans can do compared to the other living beings, enjoying each and every aspect without worries, without sorrows? Everything is part of life, which teaches us and shows us how we can improve ourselves. And being in Toastmaster, it accomplishes more to say, I am celebrating every moment. Now each one of us also do. And to spread this one further. Don't you agree, Table Topics Master?
Wonderful. Yes, indeed. Having a speaker of that caliber in a meeting is a memorable event. Okay, we go on to the next speaker. We are just another 2 or 3 remaining as per my list. Lancy, Toastmaster Lancy D'Souza. Are you there?
Yes, I am. Go ahead.
Okay, Lancy, your topic for today, a storytelling theme. Your topic is parenting moments of joy or pain, whatever you like to discuss. Parenting moments. Over to you, Toastmaster Lancy.
Well, I recollect once when we had, I was doing a particular workshop and I was talking to people. It was a bunch of women. They had a coffee break, and this was in Saudi Arabia. And I said, this is my opening sentence. Bringing up children is the easiest thing on the planet. Of course, a lot of the women wanted to kill me and probably castrate me. And I said, okay, hang on a minute. It's a pregnant pause, but I'll continue, provided the children are not yours. And after that, it was smooth in there. Then at some point of time, I did tell them about a personal experience which I had. My younger son, Kenneth, right? When we were in Saudi Arabia, he had a couple of his friends one day, and they came in over for a sleepover. All right. The next day, for some reason, they were fixing up breakfast, right? And I happened to go in for a shower. In the shower, I heard glass breaking. When I came out of the room, I walked into the kitchen. Right enough, there was a wine glass which I had on there, and it was broken, but it was neatly swept in by Kenneth and put it in the dustbin. So I called Kenneth to the kitchen. He was all apprehensive, and he figured out the natural thing is I'm going to shout at him. But I said, Kenneth, here's the thing. So I opened up the cabinet, overhead cabinet, and the remaining box of wine glasses that I had, I took another glass and I broke it into the sink. He said, Pop, you're crazy, you're mad. And I said, no, hang on a minute. Here's the thing, right? Now, this wine glass that I have, I can break it, all right? But I cannot break my relationship with you. What really matters in life is my continuation with your relationship in there. And this is a lesson for you, and you need to pass it on. Ladies and gentlemen, the model of the story is materialistic. You don't have to be attached to them. If it breaks in, no problem. You can always fix up another one. But if you have a broken relationship with one of your family members, you can't join that back again. It takes years and years to get back in there. For me, at the end of the day, it's all about love, all about friendship. And absolutely, parents, it goes with joy or with pain. Take it as it comes in. Over to you.
Wonderful. What a beautiful story. I must admire the way you went about it. Indeed, it is joy or pain. We just have to manage and continue with the relationships. Brilliant. Let's go on to the next speaker. Okay, this is going to be tough. Okay, Pragya, are you there, Toastmaster Pragya?
Yes, I am here.
Let me see whether I can see. Okay. Your video is off, I think. Anyway, can you put
Yes.
it? You can put it on or no?
No, difficult.
Okay, fair enough. Go ahead. Your topic for today is, it's a storytelling theme. So go ahead and try out this. 3 things that irritate me and why. Over to you, Toastmaster Pragya.
I was sitting in a hospital. Everything was silent. It was 11 o'clock in the night. People have gone back home, and I was sitting there alone with a lady sitting next to me. She seemed to be somewhere around 60s or 65, old, white hair, and a grumpy looking face. I was so frustrated because she was continuously staring at me. I wanted to go and ask her, "What's wrong with you? Why are you staring at me like that?" But I didn't have the courage. Finally, after 2 hours of her looking at me, I got irritated and I told her, "What is wrong with you? Are you mad? Why are you looking at me like that?" That lady said that I just lost a daughter of your age. I was looking her in you. And that was the first thing I would say irritates me, not about others, but about myself, that I come to assumptions very fast. I react very fast. As I started talking to that lady, I thought she looks to be shabby, she looks to be really poor, and she might be having nothing. Why is she even sitting in such an expensive hospital? Can she even pay for this? When I started talking to that lady, she said that my husband is the CEO of a company and she was the only daughter we had. The second thing that irritated me that day about myself. Why did I come to judge people so early? The thing did not end there. The story went by of her life, of her situations that they have faced. She told me that she has been herself on wheelchair for years. After a lot of physiotherapy, after a lot of treatments, she has now slowly started walking with crutches. And she felt that she has spent 20 years of her life on that wheelchair. And now, at the age of 60, when she's even to slowly walk, she feels privileged. And that is the third irritation that happened that particular day. I have so much money, comfort, health, fitness, so many things. And still, I am one person who always feels that I'm good for nothing and I have nothing in my life. Why does this happen to me? Why don't I get what I want? This is the third irritation that came to me. Content is something which is totally missing. And these are the three things which I feel I miss in people: content, judgment, and assumptions are the three things that irritate me. And I think by the situation that has happened, you will know why. Over to you, Toastmaster Ajay.
Thank you so much, Pragya. Interesting and very nicely put across. Okay, last but not the least for tonight, we have Toastmaster Santoshi. Are you there now? Santoshi, Toastmaster.
I'm here.
Oh, very good. Wonderful. I don't see you. Let me just see you where. Okay, I see you now. Okay, our last contestant or speaker for today, rather, not contestant, for tonight. Santoshi, your topic. Unique food I have cooked or eaten. Tell us in a story a unique food which you have cooked or eaten. Over to you, Toastmaster Santosh.
Thank you so much, Table Topic Master. Unique food I have eaten. First thing is, who don't love food? Each and every one would love to have different dishes, would love to like experiment new dishes, especially ladies. Yes, we do love cooking and irritating the persons beside us, our parents, our brothers or sisters. Yes, we do love irritating others with the experiments we do. And I'm a person who always love cooking food, and that is the one thing which is the stress buster for me, and I get relaxed while doing that. And yes, whenever I cook food, I will just tell my mother, don't be beside me. I will do whatever I want. What you should do is you should just eat it. However the taste is, whatever the dish is, you need to bear me and you need to eat it. And I do love this. And this lockdown has given me a chance where I have experimented and innumerous dishes, starting from cakes and different things like snacks, pizza, what not. Yes, this lockdown has given me an opportunity to try different foods which I have not tried before. Over to you, Table Topic Master.
Wonderful, wonderful, Santoshi. I hope you are preparing them or you just ate them. I don't know. But if you prepared them, I must pity some of the people if they were the first time eating. Anyway, okay, good take. And with that, I complete my 21 topics as promised today. No topic for me today, that's for sure. The reason I can, okay, the last one is, of course, I want to give you the trivia. I don't know. I'm sure some of you must have caught the trivia. Is there any trivia? Did you observe something?
Yes, I observed there the letter.
I know. Umar observed. Hold on, Umar, before you go ahead. Anyone else observed anything?
Yes.
Did anyone observe? Please go ahead. You raise your hand, just speak. Pragya, go ahead.
All the topics were based on alphabets.
Yes.
The order of alphabets.
Yeah. Very nice. Good. But you came in a little late, so probably you didn't catch the trivia.
Yes.
So anyway, let me tell you what the trivia was. I'm sure Umar must have caught it. He was very observant, I know, right from the beginning. And the topics, anyway, this is dedicated to none other than the person who's responsible for this entire thing. And that's what, first of all, 3 cheers for the 200 session. I'm going to complete that. Let me give me a big hand. And the alphabets were nothing else of the topics were Amjad's global impromptu. All the topics were started with that alphabet. And I must say, if you have any doubts, the topics are here, and it were all in that alphabetical order, which was dedicated to none other than the person responsible for this forum. With that, I will hand it over to the man, DTM Amjad. Over to you.
What a pleasant surprise, sir. Thank you so much, Ajay sir. Thank you so much. But before we conclude, definitely you are not going to leave without speaking. Who would like to give a topic to Ajay sir?
Today I'm excused, sir. Host today excused.
No, sir. We don't excuse. We don't excuse. Who would like to topic to Ajay sir, please?
Okay.
I can give.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, sure.
Always ready. Okay, go ahead, Umar.
Okay. Okay, your topic is, what if you could post something on internet to make you famous overnight? What if you could post something on internet to make you famous overnight? Toastmaster Ajay.
Brilliant. I think I couldn't have asked for a better topic than this, especially on the 200th session. For it's a simple reason that the 200th session of this Global Impromptu Forum is one of the privileged things which I got today. And I know for sure, knowing DTM Amjad, that he's definitely going to post this on the internet through his video. And what better, getting an opportunity to host the 200th event with such lovely people from all over the world, giving such beautiful messages, personal stories, a storytelling theme. And the most beautiful part, you won't believe it. I have seen so many, I've gone across not all the sessions, but most of the sessions, I do find that there are at least 50% of the people, if not more, who use the word of the day. Today was the first day where nobody used the word of the day, and that should go into history. And when we roll back and see from the first session chronologically, I will use it. You will find on the 200th session, there was nobody who used that word chronology. Chronology is something which you could always use in storytelling because there is a sequence of events. But to use that is the tricky part. And that's why I put it there so that people could use it. It is a very simple word, but we do miss out to speak chronologically. And trust me, in Toastmasters, when you're building up a speech, if you don't put, especially stories, the purpose is in Toastmasters, preparing a story, where relating to a personal life, do take the story chronologically from the beginning to the end. And that's how you view a story. And that's the reason. And Umar may be saying I'm probably deviating from the topic. Not at all. I'm not deviating from the topic for a simple reason that what I'm speaking right now is going to go on the internet. And this is of great value, which is going to make me famous overnight. I know for sure. This is value addition in this forum. And I always believe that there should be some value addition when so many people are speaking so many beautiful things. I was really impressed with the way people brought out stories to be here to express something like this. And if I was given such an opportunity, I would take this opportunity over and over again, because I love to give back what I have learned in my life. And when I learn in my life, and that goes on the internet, it doesn't matter whether I get the appreciation or not, but deep into my heart, I know if I have done something good, the appreciation will come back. Over to you, TM Umar. Thank you.
Interesting. Easy way out, Ajay sir.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Umarji, for giving a special topic to Ajay sir. Ladies and gentlemen, this was 200th session of Global Impromptu Speaking. Thank you so much. A big hand for you. A big hand. Ajay sir, thank you so much for making my day, night, my 1 year, my entire life. I appreciate it.
Sir, DTM Amjad, it is 66 plus weeks without a break. And that requires a lot of dedication. Trust me, if I was in your position, probably I would not be able to do it. I confess. There are very few people who would be able to do this wholeheartedly, so dedicatedly. So hats off to you once again. And I'm sure, let's keep continuing this. And rest assured, one thing I can assure you, if I'm alive and kicking, I will host the 300th session. Don't worry.
I was about to say that you stole my words, sir. You stole my words. You can't do that. But anyway, you have done it already. And inshallah, 300 session, 400 session, 500th session are waiting for you, inshallah. Sweeta ma'am, please.
Amjadji, I just want to say thank you, and I am in gratitude to you for this platform. That's all.
So sweet. You're so sweet. You're so sweet. You're a couple, beautiful couple, ever supportive.
Amjadji, 500 session will not be online. It will be in person in a grand ballroom.
Inshallah. Pakka. Great. So let's conclude the session. Then
What about us? You forgot us. Ajay
we can't, Deepa, we can't.
Deepa,
how can you say that?
I mean, I mean the ball session in a hotel. You said live.
Yeah.
We are in India. How do we
You never know.
Hybrid.
Deepa, you never know. You never know. We'll be sending you visa, ticket, everything. You never know.
Hello.
Seriously, and I mean it. You never know.
The fact remains that it's not going to happen in any of the countries where these people are coming from. It's going to be a destination for 500 session. Whoever wants to come and enjoy that, please do drop in. Now the ball is in your court. You take the call.
Neutral
Very
ground.
clever move.
Neutral ground. Not Dubai, yeah?
Mars. No?
Mars. We'll go to the Mars. Elon Musk, yes.
All right, ladies
Out
and
of
gentlemen, let's put our
the
hands together to thank Toastmaster Ajay sir for conducting 200th session. And thank you everyone. And for presenting, for coming, for your presence. You're looking beautiful. And with your presence, definitely this platform looks even more beautiful and glowing. And with your prayers, with your support, we will continue growing and glowing. Thank you so much. With that power vested in me as a host of this meeting, I adjourn the meeting. Stay blessed. Bye-bye.